Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a cannoli cake. So let's get started. First you need to drain the ricotta to get rid of excess liquid. We're going to be using it to make a filling that's going between the cake layers, but it can't have a lot of liquid or the filling will be too runny. So add the ricotta into a fine sieve over a medium bowl to drain excess liquid from it. I'm using 3 pounds because I'm also going to use it to make homemade cannolis for topping the cake with. If you're not planning on topping it with homemade cannolis, then only use 1 pound. You only need 8 ounces of ricotta for the filling, but since liquid will be draining out from it, it will reduce the weight of the ricotta. So use extra ricotta first and then weigh or measure it after draining it. Then wrap it in plastic wrap and place it into the fridge overnight or longer is better. I left mine for 24 hours. To make the cake, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Lightly grease 3 8-inch round cake pans. Line them with a circle of parchment paper and set them aside for now. Then in a medium bowl, add in the flour, baking powder, and salt. Whisk them until they're well combined and set it aside for now. Then in the bowl of a stand mixer, or you can use an electric hand mixer, add in the softened butter and sugar and beat them on a medium-low speed for 8 to 10 minutes until they're light. Don't beat it on high speed or it won't incorporate as much air into the mixture. Scrape down the sides occasionally to ensure even mixing. Then add in the eggs one at a time, mixing well and scraping down the sides after adding each one. Then add in the vanilla extract. Mix it in until it's combined. Then beat the mixture on medium speed for another minute. Alternate adding the dry ingredients and milk. Start by adding 1/3 of the dry ingredients. Mix it in until it's just combined. Add in half of the milk. Mix it in just until it's combined. And scrape down the sides when needed. And repeat that process ending with the dry ingredients. Once all the dry ingredients are added, mix it just until it's combined. Don't overmix the batter. Then finish it by hand to mix in all the ingredients. Again, don't overmix the batter. Divide the batter evenly into the prepared pans. Level out the top. And bake them in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Then remove them from the oven and let them cool completely. To make the frosting, in a large bowl, add in the softened butter and beat it with an electric mixer on high speed for 3 to 5 minutes until it's light and pale. Then sift in half of the powdered sugar. Mix it in with a spoon at first to combine the ingredients. Then beat it with an electric mixer on high speed for 2 minutes. Add in 1 tablespoon of the heavy cream to thin it out. Mix it in until it's combined. Sift in the rest of the powdered sugar. Mix it in with a spoon at first. And beat it with the electric mixer until it's well combined. Then add in more heavy cream 1 tablespoon at a time until it reaches a frosting-like consistency. Then add in the vanilla extract. Mix it in until it's combined. Then finish it by hand to mix in all the ingredients. So I have a video on my channel showing how to make homemade cannolis, and I'll link to that video in the description box if you haven't seen it yet. You only need half the recipe for this cake, so you can make half the recipe or make the full recipe just to have extra cannolis. And I even show how to make them without tubes, instead using a rolled up piece of aluminum foil. This time I'm rolling the tubes thinner to make smaller cannolis. Roll out the dough, and I'm cutting out 3-inch circles to make smaller cannolis. Break up any scraps into small pieces. We'll use them to decorate the cake. And just fry or bake them, whichever method you prefer, until they're golden brown. And do the same thing for the small scrap pieces. Then to make the filling for the cake, remove the drained ricotta from the fridge. And you can see how much liquid has drained out from it. Add 8 ounces of it into a medium bowl. And add in the mascarpone, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and mini chocolate chips, which is optional, and mix them together until they're combined. And just use the rest of the ricotta to make the cannoli filling from that video, and fill the cannolis with it. Turn the cakes out of the pans, remove the parchment paper from underneath, and trim the tops so that they're flat. Now to assemble the cake, spread a little frosting onto the cake board. Add the first cake layer on top, making sure it's centered. Pipe a border of the frosting onto the edges to stop the filling from coming out the sides. And add a generous amount of the cannoli filling on top. Place the second layer on top of it. Pipe a border. Add the filling. And place the last cake layer upside down on top so the top is nice and flat. Then cover the whole cake in a thin layer of frosting. Don't worry about how it looks at this point, just cover the whole cake in a thin layer. Then place it into the fridge for 30 minutes or the freezer for 10 minutes until the frosting is set and no longer sticky. Then remove it from the fridge or freezer and cover it in the rest of the frosting, smoothing it out as best as you can. Then chop up the scrap pieces and press them all over the bottom sides of the cake. And if you like, press some mini chocolate chips onto it too. And top the cake with the mini cannolis. And that's how to make a cannoli cake. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have so many more on my channel, so be sure to check them out and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.